I've always held him in high regard. He won a Group 2 as a 3-year-old, and he's just a nice horse to deal with. When Mick D won on him fresh up at Trentham, that was an outstanding win, and hence we're having to go to Telegraph. Physically, he's grown into the horse I think he can. He had a good long spell. We've given him one run. I was a little bit disappointed he didn't win. Then they threw the sectionals up and he ran home in 31.45 and carried 59.5, so he couldn't go any quicker. So he's tracking the right way. I'm very happy with him. I worked outstanding this morning. He had a jump out to tighten him up the other day. I think he was still a bit portly, but the 2 gallops since have been really, really good, so he'll be at peak fitness on Saturday. The day he got beaten in the Lightning, I think he carried 59 and the other horse carried 53, so that's always tricky for him. We did have an accident, or a nigh accident, going to the races when he failed his next start, so I'd rule that out completely. He's tracking the right way now. When you look at the sectionals and the weight he carried, he's going super. I nearly won this race with Cowie a few years back. I think it was a better field that day with more runners. This is quite a light in numbers, probably 10 or 12 runners. It's an adequate field. It's winnable for us anyway, and I'm happy going into it. I still rate Lance's horse. He's a top horse, Dragon Leap. He's the horse to beat. He's the benchmark, and at weight for age, the top rater's got to be the one to beat. I know all things don't go that well for Lance with that horse, so I'm hoping they don't go that well this week. But being a Telegraph, as Lance would know, and as a lot of people know, it's a 1,200 metre race, but it's run more like a 1,400. I think this horse's peak distance is 14 to a mile, so he's going to be strong late in the race. Hopefully he can get a nice run midfield and finish over top of him. Any track favours this horse. He doesn't mind the dig out of it. The weather looks good for the weekend, so yeah, whatever we encounter we'll cope with. This has been his target race for a while, from the time he came back in, so I think we're peaking at the right time.
It's a shame the way you mess around with your man. It's a shame the way you play with my emotions.